Definitely. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to Rebel Brick. Today we're just kind of covering kind of just some basic terrain stuff. We did Kelvin Butterfingers doing a what did we call it? A star fair, I believe I called it. And I think that's either published or is about to get published at work, so everybody can laugh at it there. Just kind of going over some of the things I did. Not, I kind of real briefly knocked these buildings out. They are very basic shells. I'll move this up out of the way here. Very basic, very simple. I just happen to have the bricks together so I could just kind of square this off. I put windows on the side of this one, but I didn't put windows on the side on the other one. I had some small plates. I figured if I could just make some small buildings to have in the background, and some of the other pieces I built up for doing like hallways and that. So for the comics, if I need people to walk in hallways, I have hallways. I just put those in the back to kind of close that up. Otherwise, they are just hollow shells. I could easily, I don't know, maybe put a table in there or something and make it look like a bar, or I could do something else if I really needed to. These were just kind of, quick builds, just trying to get something out there so I had something. The unfortunate part is trying to populate a quick fantasy world. I didn't want to just grab stuff from my city. I wanted something a little bit different, and even this looks too kind of, to say it this way, too Earth-ish, because you're thinking you're on a distant planet. And of course, I'm looking around and trying to find stuff. I think it worked for a fair kind of deal. This one I just put a clone trooper right behind there, like they're selling the costume or something. Especially if we're talking about a fair. But like I said, I didn't have any windows on the side or anything, so that one was a little different. You see that it is hollow inside there, so kind of makes it a little different here. These I kind of I don't know exactly what the inspiration was. I don't know if it was, because here we are in northeast Wisconsin, and I know if I was to go to the Timber Rattlers, which I've gone to, maybe some other ballparks. Timber Rattlers is one of the, I don't know what they call them, one of the minor league games or whatever, for the Milwaukee Brewers, but they do have like propane heaters. So when it starts getting like early season, late season, stuff like that, sometimes they need a little bit of heat, so they have these heaters kind of like this. I was thinking originally, if you look at this and think of it as a possible power generator, maybe. I don't have any lights underneath here, so obviously I couldn't do it as a lighting source or whatever. But I had made 2 of them because I had 4 tires. So I figured, all right, well, I'll do the 4 tires. And I wanted something different, something a little rounder. Because here, I'm going to pull the Star Wars set over. So here's an older Star Wars set. This is supposed to be the Cantina. So here we have, you have the round dome. You have more round shapes. So I was kind of looking for something a little different, something like this. I don't have the parts to really round the things off like I was kind of hoping I could. So I just had to do with what I had. So regrettably, that's kind of how we do things, right? Actually, come to think about it, I think I might have just got, I know I got some extra parts. I might have just gotten something I could have maybe used, but I wasn't even thinking about it. But that is just, how we do things, right? I'm using the parts I have, so hopefully I can make something different. I can, have something out there, something that doesn't look like it's just, like down the street kind of deal. I'm trying to be on the lookout for some other buildings, something like that. I've seen 2 of them. I'm hoping here maybe I could swing picking them up or whatever, because I know I've bought a couple extra sets and I can't go out and buy too many every day, right? The crux of having to work for a living and not just being able to buy Legos and build them. But it is, just the whole thing, just trying to get things that are a little different, a little bit more rounded in spots or whatever else. You try and find other things that I have. One thing I do have here, I've got this. This is actually from an Explorer set, and I picked this up a couple years ago. So I'll put this right here, kind of back these buildings up a little bit. I was thinking if I could throw this in here somewhere, somehow, figure this out. But have something in here, maybe some terrain or something, so we could have maybe some lava going through. I've seen some RPG sets where, there were just maps, and on one side it's water, the other side it's like a lava or something like that, and you have like a little bridge that goes over it. So trying to do that in a Lego sense. I think I do have some bridges and that. And you just kind of go back and forth, trying to come up with different ways to populate different worlds and just throw some different ideas out there for whatever. And a silly part of me says today was a very hot day here in Wisconsin. We had a heat index of over 100, so I'm going to be a little on the silly side here. The figure I think actually came from Ninjago, but I think it fits, because what happens on a hot day like this is you get a little old guy and it gets so hot he just goes up in flames. Unfortunately I don't have any flames handy. I should, but I don't. But I think he'll be king of the mountain at this point. Only a little guy like that would be happy in the lava. But some of the things we're working on, I did find I have like 1 or 2 sets of the road tiles that they came out with. These are kind of nice because I can make roads wherever. So if I need to make a little T intersection or something, I can easily do that. We can always have an intersection somewhere or whatever. Gives me a little flexibility on my pool table to try and make it seem like a bigger city. Of course, right now, for some of the things that I'm doing, I'm trying to make it small towns, not a real big town. And that's the other reason why I'm trying to rebuild some of the buildings, so that way I can hopefully take them out of there and I can put them up on the pool table for maybe doing my comics, or if we're going to do it as a role-playing game or whatever kind of suits us for the moment, we can do that, and it'll seem like it should be there. So kind of my thoughts for the day, trying to decompress after a hot and busy day at work. So I'm hoping that with whatever the day brings you guys, or wherever you're at, that you're staying cool, or in some cases maybe staying warm. But I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for visiting. I really do appreciate it, and keep working.